Do you like the game Abscission and want to see more from the same developer? Well, do I have the game for you. Hello everyone, this is Rin from Super Cat Punch, and welcome to the tragic loss of Slazak. I believe that's how you say that. Who knows? I can barely speak English myself, so... How have you all been? I have been really busy with a whole bunch of work stuff and planning this vacation that is, oh my goodness, next week. Ugh, I am mesmerized by this lamp. Light? Swinging light. But this is a new demo. I am so excited because, as you know, I'm a huge fan of the developer of Abscission. We're still playing through Abscission, so if you have not played that or seen it, feel free to check out those, or just please download it yourself because it is great. And this demo is also available for your downloading pleasure, either on itch.io or Steam, so give that a look as well. I am very curious. Let's start. And this is a, Dearest, I would like to invite you to a gathering of my closest companions. Well, you're gonna have to pause that. The smell of wood smoke permeated the restaurant, drifting out of the bustling kitchen. So this is a Lovecraftian point-and-click mystery, kind of like Abscission, and it's centered around a man's search for his missing grandfather, I believe, and he finds out that nothing in the man's life is as it seemed. So that's a very curious premise. I'm very interested. The food smelled fantastic, reminding me of my mother's traditional Polish cooking, a staple as I was growing up. It made sense that my grandfather Miroslav had chosen such a place for this meal, the first that I can remember him ever arranging. I like the roses around, they're very pretty. As I sat down, I wondered if I should have gone to more of an effort with my clothes, but I saw that Fraser Harris, Miroslav's assistant at his antique shop, was only wearing a t-shirt and jeans, so I felt slightly better about my faded jumper. Ooh, nice music. Is that something that you got from somewhere, or did you compose it? It's very nice either way. It's like mysterious. Very pretty. A gravelly voice drew my attention. The guy was a creep. Wouldn't leave her alone. Kept trying to grab her when she was serving. Oh. So I gotta chuck him out. My bar, my responsibility, you know? Anyway, that's when I find out he's that big-time TV comedian, the one who wears all the masks and does all the practical Joker stuff. I recognized his voice when I grabbed him, did that weird squeaky yell. So what did you do? I chucked him out anyway. His show is rubbish. Can't stand practical jokes. I say as my cats do a burnout in the background here. I don't know if you heard that. Oh, by the way, we are going to play roughly 20-ish minutes of this. I don't know if I'm going to do a part 2, or if I'm going to leave that mystery up there for you to download the demo yourself and see what happens. And then I will play the rest for the channel when it actually comes out. I'm definitely going to finish it, either way. I just don't know if it will be on the channel, necessarily. Jimmy Youngs had a wry smile on his leathery features. He was a business owner in his late 40s and a familiar face in what he would describe as the trendiest spots in London. However, others would probably disagree. I like that little nod there. Good lad. Cheers, Nick. Love a bit of rare approval from you. Sip. Cherish it, it may not happen again for a while. Nick Youngs, a retired science teacher in his mid-50s, was Jimmy's older brother. I feel like I need to be writing these things down and making like a chart. Or I'm gonna miss something later. Both were the sons of my grandfather's former business partner. Can you guys not party in the background so hard, please? Lucas Young, sadly deceased many decades earlier when Nick and Jimmy were barely into secondary school. My grandfather had taken both boys as his own, helping their mother to raise them alongside his own daughter, my mother Elsa. Well, anyway, it is lovely to see you all again. Yes, a pleasure indeed. Sorry, Elsa, that wasn't really a polite dinner conversation, was it? I think the wine is hitting me. Should we order? Is this like a restaurant? Did they say that already? Speaking of missing details, we should probably wait for Miroslav. He did invite us after all. Strange that it would be here, though. Jackie Hawker was currently my grandfather's physiotherapist and an effervescent character despite her age, which was close to Nick's. Whenever I was lucky enough to share her company, I noticed that her sharply analytical thinking hinted at her previous profession as a police officer. Ooh, she's gonna be important, I think. Or she's gonna die first, one or the other. You mean this restaurant? It's Polish, isn't it? I mean outside. Has he ever left this building since you knew him? His building. His building, not this building. Not that I know of, but he only employed me a couple years ago. He is quite old, though. What is he, 80? Fraser was in his early 20s, but despite his clothing, which was firmly of his age, his mannerisms were far older, especially his habit of pursing his lips and squinting when he was thinking. You guys have a thinking face? Like, do you furrow your eyebrows? Or, like, squint? He's 96. A good age. I've never known him to go out. My father works hard. Of course, I meant nothing by it, you know that. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Can you not party, please? The cats are deciding whether to clean each other, or fight each other, or chase each other around. Oh, are you okay? Zyzius? I'm definitely not saying that right. I'm just going to call them Mr. D. Once took me to hospital. Yeah, I feel you, guy. Is what? Oh, it means granddad in Polish. Wait, I gotta look how to say that. Wait, how to pronounce grandfather in Polish? Oh, there are several words apparently. Okay, abort mission. Abort mission. It's what I've always called him. I know I don't know much Polish or pronounce it well. I feel you. I tried my best to teach you. Yes, you did, I can't deny that. Anyway, I was about 8 and swallowed a coin. He took me to the Royal London. Yes, of course, I remember. He left as soon as I arrived to take care of you. The shop, you know. That's what he always says. I'll get some breadsticks or something. This is a Polish restaurant. It will be bread and butter, young man. Fair enough. Whoa! Very pretty, nice lighting. The evening crept into night, other diners came and went. Miroslav, however. I don't like this. Where is Tata? We need to check on him. Yeah, you could be right. I have a key for the shop. We'll take a cab. Whoa. I just have to say immediately with these two settings here, you're doing a great job with the foreground versus the background. There's a lot to look at, and I love that. I see like weapons on the back wall. I see pictures on the back wall. There's a shelf with some books and other products, and in the foreground, obviously, there's like these masks and stuff. Mr. D, are you in here? The shop was 2 floors of curiosities, with Miroslav's large apartment on the 3rd floor above it. Whoa! I had always enjoyed visiting him. He kept the most interesting items to himself. It's been a while since I visited the shop. It still smells of mothballs, the same as my childhood. How interesting. There's a front door over here. Oh, it's the same kind of idle animations as in Abscission. I love this. I want to oh. Nice. What's this? Aha, save, my old friend. Ooh, curious painting, let's look at that. The painting was an abstract piece, a dark landscape of some sort. It seemed to be a new piece, unless I had missed it last time I'd visited. Okay, there's a front door, let's look at it. The streetlights of London shone through the glass. I assume we can't leave anyway. Let's make sure I don't miss anything. Oh! I touched the carpet and found the key. Looks alright. Yeah, it is a nice carpet. Can I touch the painting? Let's take these shears, I guarantee you they'll be important. Aha, they might be useful. I'm training my eye for your games. I might as well be cocky while I can, because I'm going to miss everything else. It was was an embossed shield with a Prussian eagle, sadly a reproduction, and worth little more than the weight of the metal. I wondered why Miroslav kept it around. Perhaps because there's something hidden behind it? No. I had no need for the shield, hopefully. Question mark. The table was covered with interesting items from all over the world. I can't target this yellow thing right here. I definitely tried. Can you see my mouse? You can. Some books and stuff here. I can't touch those. There's a door down here. I assume that's where we want to go. There's a sword. There was a yatagan, a saber from the Ottoman Empire. The blade had been dulled for safety. Tempting, but no. I feel ya. Coin collections. I was wondering what those were. I had always enjoyed browsing the different coin collections that Miroslav had collected over the years, especially those from Greece. There were some exquisite specimens, including a silver stater from Thrace, with a relief of a griffin on the head and a relief of Heracles on the reverse. Ooh, nice. Okay, I think the only thing to do is go into the office, which I assume needs the key. Aha! I feel so smart. Let me have this. Oh man, he's not here. Was that painting in the first one? I think we saw that one in the first one. Oh, it's snowing now? I'll look around. We might find something. There was an old CCTV system next to Miroslav's desk. It was worth a look. Okay. First I need to get out of the way so I can see. That was a problem in the first game, and I am... Not the first game, but his other game. I don't want to confuse anyone thinking this is a sequel or something. That's what it wants us to look at, so I'm gonna look at everything else first. There's a letter here, a plate, condiments, window key, let's take that. Diploma. It was Miroslav's diploma in history from that university in Krakow. It was one of the only items he had brought with him to Britain when he fled in 1939 at the eve of World War II. A leather chair. I had found him sleeping in here many times over the years. I was hoping today he would have been one of them. I can speak. Are any of these drawers clickable? No, okay. This was no time for sitting down. I'm sorry. There's a strange cube, a goblet, a platter, jar, a pinned moth. But once again, I love the foreground. Like you got the coat hanger here and the books on the right. Love it. Why would I need a moth? Jar. I had no need or wish to carry the jar around. It was filled with purple viscous fluid. There was something floating in it. Oh no. There was a silver platter with an intricate pattern etched on it. Antique brass goblet. It wasn't worth much, but it had reminded me of a scene in one of my favorite adventure films when I was growing up. Strange cube. That might be important. What was its purpose? I don't know. Touch it. It was strangely warm to the touch. Oh, did he take it? Nice, okay. Oh, it has like... BG... a triangle? Interesting. Okay, let's look at the condiments. The vinegar was the only condiment likely to be useful. Well then, take it. Wait, I wasn't here to wash up. Can you guys not fight each other in the chair, please? The letter was written in unfamiliar handwriting. Ooh. Mr. Slazak, I was given your contact details by a mutual friend. Ooh, there's an interesting thing up here. I wanted to let you know that we appreciate your efforts. These are dark days, but we are the custodians of the dreaming. I hope to meet you one day. You're— Stanhope! So they are connected! In some I know you're excited too. Oh, that's exciting. If you don't know, Stanhope is the detective from Abscission. And I know it's the same guy because it's Will. It's W. Stanhope. Will Stanhope. Oh, that's exciting. Custodians of the Dreaming. Wait, maybe I shouldn't have played this before finishing Abscission. I mean, I think we're almost there, but that's interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's exciting. Oh, I'm so excited. Wait, was there more to that? I just kind of clicked exit. Wait. Can I read it, please? Okay, clicky, 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 no. Something's wrong with the footage. Most of it is gone. Mr. D never liked to spend money unless he had to. No, it's not that. I know this system. It's old, but it should work fine. I'll try skipping through and see if anything turns up. He looks a lot like, one of the guys in the alleyway, but I can't remember if he had orange hair or not. Did he have orange hair? Well, I'm questioning everything now because I know it's in some way tied to Abscission. I mean, it's probably a completely different story and everything, but I love that it's connected somehow. Wait, here's something. I'm looking around. 1412, okay. That's the corridor upstairs outside of his apartment. This was 1997. You see that? Oh, somebody coming in through the window? Someone out on the fire escape. Ooh, who is that? It's a break-in, do you think? Uh-oh. The first one's a big guy, whoever he is. They look the same size, sir. Any idea who they could be? None at all. Professional, too. He's picking the lock. Is he? Oh yeah, I guess he is. I thought... Oh, where's my mouse? I don't have a mouse, but it looked like he was holding like a crowbar or something, but I think that's just the markings on his jacket. We need to get upstairs now. Yeah, you're right. Oh. Wait, that's Mr. D. No. Please tell me he didn't go in there. Uh-oh. Oh, no! This camera, what's wrong with it? Is he looking at the camera? Can you not, please? Look at the time. Was he waiting out there for 5 minutes? Wait, didn't that go from 17 to 19? Was he out there staring at the camera for 2 hours, or did I miss that? I'll have to look back at this on the recording, but didn't that say 17 before? That's an hour ago. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's when he went in. But I think that skipped forward 2 hours. There's nothing else. Turn it off, we need to get up there. Whoa. Did you see something on the screen? No? What did you see? Nothing. Let's go. Did you see something? I'm gonna see it in editing. I'm gonna see you. You can't escape me. I play these things twice. Oh man, I just want to continue. You know what? We're continuing. This is gonna be a long episode. I can't... Our main character is actually magic. Did you see him bend over from over here? And fold the rug over here? Incredible. He is actually Slender Man. That's the twist in this story. Oh yeah, we should probably actually talk to people. How are you feeling? Worried, of course. He's my father. I'm sure he can take care of himself. Yes, he always did, but he can't go on forever like that. At some point, he needs to admit that he needs help. Wasn't that why we hired Fraser? I suppose. Where do you think he is? He must be here somewhere. This building is big and old, almost like a maze. Twice as old as Miroslav. A maze? He's redecorated a lot over the years, filled in passageways and added new walls. Ooh. So you telling me I need to be looking at the walls too? Looking for stuff to click on? To make the shop more appealing? I wish I knew. Every time I would ask him why the building seemed to be getting smaller inside, he just laughed and said I was growing up. Interesting. When did you last speak to him? Last week, I think. We were discussing something trivial. What was it? I think something to do with him moving the furniture in his apartment? He wanted to? No, not at all. The layout is so haphazard, like the shop, but he just says, "This is how it is." Infuriating man. But it is his home, not yours. I knew you'd take his side. You take after him in so many ways. What should we do next? Search this whole building, rip it apart if we have to. But Miroslav wouldn't want us to... Don't focus on his pride and... this clutter! I know he wouldn't agree, but his life is more important than any of these things. Let's speak later. Of course. Of course. It's good to see you again despite the circumstances. Good of you to say. How are your studies? What was it that you were completing? A master's? A PhD in ancient history, specifically Mesopotamian rituals. Oh, I'm sure that won't be important at all. Nah. Very interesting. You always were a clever one. It was partly your influence, you know. You always had a passion for your job when you were teaching. I wish I could say that passion still remained. What changed? Too many things to get into right now, my lad. Where do you think Miroslav is? Probably in bed, nursing a headache. Usually people slow down their drinking as they get older, but he seems to want to inhale alcohol. Not that bad, surely. I may be exaggerating. I must say, though, I'm worried. The letter, inviting us to a meal, the fact that he hasn't shown up to said meal, it's all very... different. How are things between you and Nick? Last time I saw you, there seemed to be tension? Yes, you could say that. I don't always approve of the way he approaches life. What do you mean? He sees everything as a commodity, even his family. In what way? Let's discuss this later. Okay. How are things between you and Jackie? What do you mean? I just thought... Jimmy said you and her were... I'm sorry. Jimmy needs to learn to keep his nose out of others' business. Okay, there is nothing to speak of right now. Okay. I'ma keep looking. As it should be. Alright, let's go to the second floor. I think his room was on the third floor though, right? Ooh. Hey. Who are you? Who are you? It doesn't let me look at it. I see some, dolls. Love the foreground. Blue cloth, you don't think I don't see you? Probably used for dusting. We're gonna dust the evidence. Now let's look at the vase. Touch the vase. No. Look at the sarcophagus. It was an imitation as far as I could tell, but made of robust materials. The crook and flail were particularly impressive, made of cast iron. The crook would be useful if I could get it unstuck. Touch. Okay, do I have anything that might work for that? I don't think I want to shear it. That won't do anything, yeah? Touch it with a cube? No. You wanna dust it? No. Dust the fishing net. Some of the rope could be useful, but it was far too large to take the whole thing. Well, it's a good thing I have shears. I managed to cut a length of rope from the net. I also took one of the weights. Okay. So... we have a lot of items already, I like that. Dolls and odd items... We kept some of the more interesting items up here, as if they were a reward for those willing to browse more thoroughly. That makes sense. Some dolls from the 1920s, their wide glass eyes stared back at me. A window? That appears to be all that I can click on. Let's go over to the window. Nice snow accumulation. There was a rickety, rustling fire escape outside. Perhaps I could use it to gain access to the top floor if I didn't break my neck trying. Do you want to use the rope? No. The window was locked, but luckily I had found the key in Miroslav's office. Oh, it tells you that you found the key. For blind and forgetful cats like me. Alright, the window is unlocked. We have to do something with the sarcophagus. But I don't know what yet, so we'll come back. Ooh, very nice. Is that the sound of the wind? Aggressive wind. Something tells me that's not gonna work. I was lucky I wasn't further up the ladder before it broke. I needed to think of another way to climb up, like a weight and a rope. Perhaps? I can't combine them. That's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. Rude. There isn't anything else for me to touch. I should probably try talking to people. Where could Miroslav have gone? Your guess is as good as mine, but I reckon he'll be here somewhere. I hope nothing bad has happened to him. Yeah. He'll be fine, I'm sure. He's a tough old bugger. They build him strong in Poland. Sure do. Are things still difficult between you and Nick? We're at the Cold War stage, bud. That bad? Could be worse, could be a lot better. You used to be close, what happened? Life, all sorts. Hard to say, really. He's so bloody-minded, it's hard to find any middle ground. Man can't have any fun. How's the business going? Which one? Doesn't matter. All are golden, mate. Just golden. Are you being sarcastic? Got a new sideline in Greyhound racing. Love those quick little buggers. Make a lot of money for old Jimmy chasing that robot rabbit. Sounds fun? It's not fun, mate. It's serious business. By the way, did you think about that offer I mentioned? The investment? The opportunity. So, what do you think? I keep thinking about that letter from Stanhope. Does that mean... we gotta continue Abscission. We gotta continue Abscission. Maybe in a few months. I'm still finishing my doctorate. I need to make sure I can support myself. But you'll be more comfortable when the profits start rolling in. Anyway, that's fine. Just fine. Give me a call when you want to get rich. How's your health? Mamusia said you'd been in the hospital. Blood pressure issues, nature of the beast in my trade. It was dicey there for a bit, but I pulled through. Should you be smoking? Especially indoors? Not you two. That's all Nick keeps talking about. Stop smoking, stop drinking, no red meat, blah blah blah. May as well end me now if that's my life. I mean, I understand that to some degree you gotta live a little bit, but like, all those things? Especially all the time? How are you, Jackie? I'm fine, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. We need to find Miroslav, make sure he's okay. I know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you aren't concerned. I know you are, Bee. It's fine, maybe I should be panicking more. It seems a bit unreal, especially the invitation. Nothing wrong with staying calm, you just stay focused. It seems out of my character. I know what you mean. Where do you think he could be? Honestly, I think he fell asleep in his apartment. At least I hope that's the case. I'm taking nothing for granted. How was he the last time you saw him? Did he seem ill at all? Maybe coming down with something? I saw him last week, and he was just in pain, as he always was. He had a frozen shoulder. Other than that, he was the same as always. He's never a bundle of energy, but his mind was as sharp as ever. When did you last see him? Around a month ago? I've been working on my PhD. I need to finish it. It's fine, Bee. No need to explain yourself to me. You haven't done anything wrong. Right. Did he say anything to you last time you saw him? Give you any hint that something was wrong? I don't think so. He was quiet and thought. But he always is. Seems that way. He was spending a lot of time looking over his sales ledger, almost didn't have time for his physio. I think he was balancing the costs. That blue one he usually keeps in his office. Did I miss something? I know what you mean. It was, I don't know, short? Yes, that's exactly it. It was straight to the point. No color, none of his usual narrative flourish. It was rushed. Yes, and he never seems to rush anything. And all that talk of dark secrets can't be referencing anything good. Well, yeah. If you mention, like, dark secrets in your letter inviting your family and friends over, they might be a little suspicious. But let me go back down to the... there's a door here. The door was locked tight and bolted from the other side. Okay. Well, can I do something with that? Like, hit it with a weight. That won't do anything. Okay. A blue book. There's one in the foreground here, but I can't click on it, so... Don't think I missed anything in here. I'm gonna return to the shop. Oh! The person's wearing an Abscission shirt, I think. Like with the diamond on the chest? Aha, candlestick. It was me with the candlestick in the second floor. So I have a candlestick now. Can I combine them? I tied the rope around the top of the candlestick, making a rudimentary hook. Oh-ho. So can I use that? That seems really dangerous. Oh, nice little animation there! I hoped my arms would be up to the task and that the rest of the fire escape would hold out. That is a choice that you made. The corridor outside of Miroslav's apartment smelled musty like dry paper. It was stacked with boxes and crates. Had he been planning to move? My goodness. First things first, I needed to let the others in. I went and unbolted the door to the second floor. Alright, everybody's here. The gang's all here. The crates were either for import or export. Only Miroslav ever really knew. I had no idea how he got them up here. It didn't make sense. Surely they weren't carried up the stairs. Well, maybe his delivery people were also using improvised grappling hooks. The rubbish chute had been out of service for as long as I had been alive. When I was a kid, I used to dream about crawling down it and seeing a pale light below. What? Okay, there's a letter on the ground. There's a sign over here. There's a suitcase. Okay, let's talk to everybody. We're close now. We'll find him. Well, there's only one place to go. Go find him. He must be in there. Please, Boris, find him. Oh, get in there. Why me? He'll be fine, I know it. Okay, we gotta look at the letter. Yeah, let's look at the letter. It was a hastily written letter from Miroslav. The corner was spattered with blood. Do not follow me. I was a fool to resist my fate. No one should suffer from my arrogance. Leave, and do not look back. Okay. It's like I go through this door and the demo ends. Okay, bye! Front door. Okay, no, you cannot leave. I had to know for science, okay? I didn't want to actually abandon him. Miroslav, open up, please. Please. The door was locked. Miroslav was probably in there and potentially hurt. I had to force my way in somehow. The thing from the sarcophagus is probably important, but we could probably use the... No? Huh. Okay, let me go back down to the sarcophagus, because that's the thing that I need, I think. The thing that shuts it, I assume, is what he was talking about? Oh, I had to click on the actual crook. Okay. There's a crook item specifically. Okay, okay. I am blind as usual. Okay, so there's gotta be a way for me to... Oh man, is it 8:30 already? Oh, no! That means I unfortunately have to go. Oh man, okay, well there's definitely going to be 2 episodes of this. The other one might be a little bit short. I don't know how long this demo is, but we will have to get there next time. But for now, that is all the time I have. I hope I made you smile today, and I will see you next time. Bye! Bye!